everybody. I'm BJ Flagg.
And I'm Rich G, and this is episode 311, Turning Tables, an interview with BJ Flagg.
Wow, we had such a great response to your interview last week. That was way overdue. We should have done that so much sooner.
I know, you never realize how many new people we have had over the last couple of months. We are both glad you're all here today. Rightly so, we are interviewing BJ this week. Last week, BJ interviewed me, so I thought I'd turn the tables and interview BJ. BJ's been my podcast partner for over 6 years. As we mentioned last week, we met at a business networking group, and we knew we had the same passion for business and the process of successful businesses. BJ owns New Renew Brand Marketing, Loop Inc., a print source company, and has a unique take on small to medium-sized businesses and how they go to market. So let's get started. BJ, why don't you give us a brief overview and introduction of who you are, what you do, and that sort of thing.
Great. I have loved running New Renew for about 16 years. I have a New York City agency background where I worked with M&As and large division startups. I was really intrigued with the internet. And by the chance of a lifetime, I was able to work with IBM, providing small business marketing groups with a view into the future of the internet and websites. We used to go out and do these dog and pony shows with techies and be able to show everybody what the possible, what they could do. And what was hilarious is everything was done in print. And it was just a heady time, a super heady time. And I began to realize that small businesses needed to understand this futuristic marketing direction. And that's really how New Renew started. That's how we started.
Yeah, I remember walking into your original office, which had 2 desks, and it was a closet. It was so small, but it was great. It literally within 6 months, you moved to a huge office and started hiring people.
And I think what was really made it exciting was the amount of energy, just the energy that we knew that this was going to be big.
Yeah. So what's your methodology? What makes you different from other branding and marketing organizations?
When you say you, I actually think we, because I have such a team behind me that makes marketing remarkable. We've got a group of strategists, we have copywriters, designers, development people who produce some of the best work out there. We have an in-depth interest in the marketing plan for the business, whether it's a startup or a scale-up of a major business. We have a detailed process, and Rich always laughs at me about every time I go, oh, we got to create a new protocol for that. But we're very, very detailed, and we don't just do websites or make an ad. There is so much thought and strategy that gets behind it. And that's how we help our clients, make their goals achievable.
Absolutely. I mean, I've always said every business needs to have a marketing person doing their work. They can't do it themselves. They need an outside agency that can look in from that bubble and tell them this is what you need to do. And that's why I think you and your team are so great at it.
Yeah, objective versus subjective. Yeah.
Exactly. So
yeah.
Let's talk about qualifications. So why you? Why you and not someone else?
I love this question because I often ask my clients, what's your unique selling proposition? We are small enough to fit into every company's business model and diverse and expansive enough to service a company of a size with ease. The creativity is off the charts because we're in many markets. We're not just in one solo market. So we're entering a company that's in a solo market, but we are in many markets. So we have a unique ability to say, hey, we tried this over here. Let's try it over here.
Yeah.
We also have an extremely strong give back ethic. 30% of the work we do is for nonprofits in our community. And many of the charities have been supported by our client. And we aid to provide a really high quality level of marketing that they are so desperately needing. This is both rewarding and enriching for all of us at New Renew. We also get to try out a ton of new ideas, and the nonprofits are excited to see the return. We are expert appeal contributors, for instance. So we absolutely love and appreciate every one of them.
So give us like a case study of like you working with a client. Like, what's the real world impact?
Well, I would love to talk about the area of ale, not beer, but ale. We had a lovely dinner one time, the three of us who at that time were, in the business. And we met with this 25-year-old person, and he says, I want to start an ale company. And I want to do it right here in Framingham. I want to make it happen. And in 10 years, it's going to be amazing. And we were like, we're all in. We did everything soup to nuts, from the original branding through all of the packaging, all the marketing, all the suggesting, all the different strategies. It was such a phenomenal project. 7 years we were with them, which, a lot of times with startups, we're there a year and a half. So that was pretty amazing. And we all benefited from it. I think you did too, Rich.
Absolutely. And what else? What other things?
Well, we have a lot of financial experience. So one financial advisory firm approached us and said they wanted to go into private wealth management. So we worked for about 3 years developing a private wealth management section. But while we were there, we redid their marketing, we redid their branding, we created the division branding. We are now working with them on another division and doing all the branding work for them. So that's been a very productive relationship for sure. And the last one, everybody in Connecticut benefits from this one. It was a car wash company, and we were actually approached by the venture capital people, not the car wash. And this is not the first time that's happened. So the money people approach us and say, hey, they got to have a complete rebranding. They need an advertising strategy for an entire year. And they need to create a package so that every time a new car wash is bought, the package is given to the new car wash. And here's the signage, here's the marketing, all of that. We had a year to do it. It was absolutely the most fun we've ever had. So car wash,
So when we talk offerings, what are some of the packages and programs that you tend to offer?
Well, because we're a full service agency, we offer quite a lot of things: the strategy, the consulting, to get you going, the brand marketing and identity, the websites. This is rare, but we design, develop, and maintain, which is not frequent. We do advertising, social media. We have a really fun time with SEO, which is, very nerdy. And we do event planning and the marketing. We work on email marketing, and with our sister company, Loop Inc., we can print anything from the smallest little hang tag to a gigantic sign. So it's, we kind of offer a small business or a division of a larger business a personal marketing department that they can just try out all their ideas and expand into markets and, see where the market will evolve. So we absolutely love the idea of providing full service or maybe a specific project. Both are great.
Yeah, it's interesting that New Renew fits that niche that I always tell my clients to go after, which is you're not too small where you're just like a one-off person that
Right.
just got fired from corporate and they're starting their own marketing branding firm. And what do? They outsource everything. And
Right.
then you have the huge agencies that have a lot of people that don't do a lot of work for you. And odds are you're handed off to the first 20-year-old and you're doing all that stuff. New Renew
Yeah,
sits right in the center where it's the best of both worlds. It's
little
small
sweet
enough
spot.
to be hyper focused on each of the clients, yet not too big to where you become a number. So
Right. And I think a lot of people are shocked by our group. And when I say, well, we have 44 active clients, and they go, what? Sure, we could do it. We can do it. We have some fantastic people now because of the beauty of a pandemic. We are all over the country, and we absolutely love that. And the synergy is phenomenal. So we're blessed and we're keeping going.
so what's your mission? Let's conclude with what is New Renew's mission?
I would have to say, Rich, that our mission is your mission. So we're unique in that way. We're not going to stuff something down your throat. We're out there to reach each small business and be able to help them grow a way that they envision that they would. We want to be along for the ride with a really high touch account management, innovative marketing, and ideation, forward thinking development. That's the big thing. And we love to make it happen.
Wow. BJ, thank you for sharing. That was wonderful.
Yay, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Absolutely. And that's it for this week. You can reach out to me at richg.com and find BJ at newrenew.com.
And thanks to our producer and editor, Richard Scalzo, for everything he does.
And have an unbelievable week, and catch you later.